Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's vlog, or is it today's vlog? I mean, I never know if I try to create a week-long vlog. I did that last week, but there was not much to vlog about. Whatever, it's Sunday, and I am unfortunately going to do probably the last few things I'm going to do with this computer before I either retire him or get him fixed. Hopefully I can get him fixed. I don't know where to take him to get him fixed. But, I mean, listen to this. I've slowed this voice down so you can potentially understand him. This poor guy, listen to him.
My name is Reed Lenovo. That's what Anne calls me. A lot of her devices are Reed. Someone. Anyway, I have been with Anne since 2019, I believe. I'm willing to hold out for her as long as I can, although I've been with her for 5 years, which some would argue is old for a computer. However old I am, I know Anne really counts on me. I also know, though, that I have a speaker which has not sounded good for quite a while. I think Anne is finally getting to the point where she can't stand to listen to me like this anymore.
I am. I just am. I love him so much, and I'm really going to miss him when I either have to be without him for a while to get him fixed, or just have to retire him. I have machines I could replace him with. I've got what I've been calling my work computer. Technically, he's prepared to be everything from work to personal. Although, when it comes to personal, like YouTube, I don't know that I necessarily want him doing YouTube, my work computer. I mean, he can. I can set the correct... I can open the correct Chrome that is not connected to work and do that. But I have another computer over there, which there's a lot about it that just isn't quite to my liking, but I would like to make it my liking. I'd like to, adjust things, but I'm not the tech geek that knows how to do that, so... I mean, I've got a lot more IRA minutes than I did at this time last week, but that's not necessarily how I want to spend all my IRA minutes. But this speaker issue is, I just can't stand it anymore. I'm going to back up my files on this computer onto my my hard drive. And then probably copy that to the... how am I going to make that computer what I want it to be? Well, first of all, I'm going to need to call the company that set me up with this computer, because there's one huge issue. Frankly, the program that I want to use is not on that computer. And I want to know why it's not. What do I have to do to make it so that it can be? I mean, this Lenovo, that's like a huge freaking scratch in the middle of your monitor. I mean, would you want to work with a laptop that had a big scratch in the middle of your monitor that you couldn't fix? You'd want to either replace the monitor or get the laptop just replaced. I don't even know where I could send him to get a replacement speaker. But... well, I could turn the work / just everything computer on. You know, this week is about taking care of everything that either didn't happen last week or didn't happen the week before. The week before last, I had a doctor's appointment. We were supposed to get blood. My veins would be damned if they would give an ounce, let alone a pint or whatever they need. I don't know if they need a pint, but they need a tube. However many ounces or whatever is in a tube, That's what they need, and they just would not give. So next week I have an appointment to try again. And the day before that I have, well, that's Wednesday. Tuesday I've got, let's hope that this actually happens the way we expected. Like last month we tried to do this, and the first time something happened on this person's end and we had to reschedule. Then I had not experienced the place before I asked him to meet me there. When we got there, we realized it was not a good meeting place. So we rescheduled. Now I've not experienced this place either, but I've had it described to me, and it sounds like exactly what we need, so hopefully that's going to happen. Also this week, I'm going to have to figure out, can I have Reed Lenovo, this beloved Old Faithful laptop, can I have him fixed, or do I need to retire him? And if I need to retire him, how do I retire him? I mean, I guess I can just take him to Goodwill and say, wipe him and then do whatever you do with him. But the bottom line is, if I retire him, what do I do? I guess I use this, the work computer, to be the everything computer, like the Commission for the Blind actually intended for him to be when they got me this particular machine. And when it comes to YouTube, I mean, really, I want this other machine to serve as my personal computer. If Lenovo's not going to be able to hold out any longer, then I really want this other one to do what Lenovo used to do. But there's a lot of adjustments that need to happen. Maybe I should just call that place tomorrow and say, number one, how do we fix this? Number two, how do we fix that? I mean, maybe I should just write a list of questions to ask them. Anyway, hopefully come tomorrow I'll be ready to face the week. This is the kind of stuff that we've got going on. And like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a week-long vlog or if it's going to end after Monday, because there's so much that it's going to be over with. But anyway, talk to you whenever there's something else to talk about. Hopefully in a better mood than this. Well, I just overtly do not want to be sitting over here editing. I want to be able to sit over there and edit. But I did just end up creating a new, basically opening up my main computer, my newer main computer, the main computer that I can stand to listen to. I love you, Reed Lenovo, but I just can't stand to listen to you right now. In fact, I'm going to close you down. But this semi-new guy that I got when I got my new job, I'm so grateful for him. At the end of the day, I'm really grateful for my new job. Or semi-new job. I also feel some kind of way about I don't know if I'm going to talk about that, and if I do, I'm not going to talk about it now. The point is, it might be about the computer that I would prefer to use, or it might be about opening my mind to using the new computer. I mean, the teacher who got me that computer would say, it's the best one you got. It's okay if you want to use it for various things. That's not necessarily the viewpoint of every state rehab agency in the country. It's probably not even the viewpoint of everyone at the rehab agency that I'm working with. But it's probably okay if I end up doing that. Okay, Lenovo. My love, you have got to go out of commission until we can get you fixed, if we can get you fixed.
Windows D, folder view list window F4, shutdown sleep, shutdown, 4 enter.
Let's actually unplug this and put it in his bag. He's just packed up, and he's going to have to stay packed up until I can figure out where to take him to get his speaker fixed. And in the meantime, refurbished HP over here is just going to have to be a decent substitute. What is that? Hang on. Whatever shortcomings he has, we're either going to have to fix them or delegate those tasks to the so-called work computer that's just going to have to be adopted as the everything computer. I'm so grateful that I have that. I really am. I'm just going to miss what Lenovo was my favorite. He really was. And he still could be, but he's got to have that speaker replaced or fixed or something. Or I'm going to have to just say goodbye to him because he's just not. I just can't handle anymore. Like I said, I want you to imagine, for those of you who can see, which is probably the majority of the people that are watching this video with your eyes and going, Jesus, I wish you would change the picture from time to time. I want you to imagine a laptop with a big screaming problem with your monitor. Wouldn't there come a time when you'd be like, okay, I love this machine, but I just can't deal with that anymore? That's where I am with this speaker. I love the machine, but I just can't handle this speaker. Good morning. It's Monday morning. I'm slowly getting the day started. That's something I can do because I have the freedom to do that now. Yeah, and I was talking to you. I got a notification from my Apple Watch. I thought, is that my work chat? Let me check. And someone had posted something that I was like, okay, yeah, and your point is. But yeah, when I get a work chat notification, just because the watch goes off doesn't necessarily mean it's a work chat. But if I do get a work chat, I'm going to want to look at it and see what it is, especially if I'm being added to the chat space of, I don't know how much I really wanted to, but I feel like I can't afford to turn assignments down unless I just seriously have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So I went ahead and accepted this assignment yesterday. If I actually get selected to participate in it, I'll get added to the chat space and get started. Anything could happen today. Today's the first day that we're supposed to actually get started. As I was saying, I'm slowly getting the day started, and I can do that because I don't have anything going until this afternoon. And then, if I am selected for this test, they don't care when I do it. They just need what they need by the time they need it. Although, I've got something going on every day this week, so that's part of the reason I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. But I just think I can't afford to not do it, so. You know what I think I've never done in this whole amount of time that I've been in and out of jobs trying to find the right career, or trying to find the right business, or trying to find the right this or the right that? I've never advertised that I was a good writer. I've never advertised that I liked to write. I never thought writing was going to make me money. Maybe it's about time I start. maybe I need to just ask, is there any... writing does play a part in my current job. I'm writing reports, but I'd rather just write without some of the other stuff. But you know what? I am where I am, and I'm grateful that I have a job, and a job that lets me work at home at that. You know, my ex-job was stable hours, good pay, compared to what I'd had in the past. Well, compared to this, it's not very consistent. And honestly, even by a few dollars, my ex-job paid me more than this does. But there was too much that wasn't working out any longer about my ex-job, that it just wasn't right for me. This one is right for me for now. Whether it's another job or starting a business, I'd like to move on where I do more writing and less. Let's see if I can wander around this website that I don't even know how it works or what it's supposed to be about, to figure out if I can make it work with a program that I use because I can't read a screen. But again, this job is a lot to be thankful for. They let me do what I need to do when I want to do it, from where I want to do it, which is more than I can say for my ex-job, so I still have reason to be grateful. This is why I prefer dealing with people I know, or entities who know me, rather than the random person that doesn't know me from perfectly able-bodied Eve. Over the past half hour, things have been kind of nuts. What is it going to take for me to be ready to walk out of here?
11:55 a.m.
He said he'd wait until 12. Well, that would mean he's only going to wait for like another 5 minutes. Well, I thought my ride was going to come at 12. And I get this phone call from this random guy who frankly sounded like he was calling from home, saying something about being 20 minutes away. I was like, what are you talking about? I called my ride service. I was like, make this mud a little bit clearer, will you please? And they apparently enlisted the random cab company. I've never even heard of this place. I'm going to have to look this place up when I get back. Or do I even need to? I mean, my experience is telling me enough. It's telling me that they just show up whenever they want to, and well, he better still be down there by the time I get there. I'm leaving now. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, because if I am, it's just going to have... Oh, shit. As soon as I say that, I think of things that I need to either take care of or grab. That's just going to have to go in the refrigerator like this. I do not have time to deal with this. I don't have time to go through all these keys trying to find the right one. One of these days, that's going to drive me crazy enough to have someone who knows how to deal with keys switch those two around, because it just doesn't belong the way it is right now. We leave at 12:02 for a place that it takes us like 20 minutes to get to, and I get there at 12:30. Don't need to be there till 1. I guess I point all this out because to make it make sense to those of you who drive. Can you just meet me here, like, spontaneously or whatever? I guess I'm doing this to make it make sense why that's a hard thing for us to hear. And because, self-admittedly, it's easy for me to complain versus be happy about things, and this is... Look, if I go from 60-some subscribers to 10 subscribers because most of the people really don't want to hear what I have to say, I'm okay with it. For those of you who do bother to watch, thank you. To those of you who actually enjoy what I put out, well, thanks. Hi, how's it going? I don't know if I actually have fans, but I just put myself into never mind, I'm just gonna stop. Because I just kind of put myself into feeling some kind of way that, I'm not doing this so I can get fans. I'm doing it just because I don't know, just cause it's something to do, just cause a lot of people are putting things out on YouTube, and this is just what I have to put out. I don't know what the next thing is you're gonna hear, but whatever. It's 12:15, it's not even 12:20. I'm really looking forward to getting a blender of my own. That wasn't even a blender, it was a Ninja. And making smoothies. That was smoothie class today. That was a tiny sneak peek of smoothie class today, what I could let you hear. There was no spinach taste in that, but there was plenty of spinach. You've got strawberries and bananas and avocado. Really, I think it was mostly strawberries and bananas that I tasted, but there was a lot more than strawberries and bananas in that mixture. I never would have had this class if I hadn't been through what I went through this morning. I mean, I wish I would have been able to go through the class without the transportation frustrations, but, you know, on the one hand, solo is life. On the other, why must go life that way, you know? Anyway. You'd think I would just close this out now because we're at like 23 minutes worth of, like almost 24 minutes worth of vlog, but I'm going to try to see if I can keep this going at least for the next couple days. I don't know if Thursday and Friday are going to be like things that are going to be worth vlogging, but tomorrow I've got something going on. I don't know if I'm going to vlog that or not. Wednesday I've got something going on. Tomorrow's this completion conversation. In other words, this conversation where I say what I should have said months, if not years ago to this person, and you will not hear the conversation, but I don't even know if I'll talk about it after. We'll just see what happens. And then Wednesday I've got this doctor's appointment where this, I guess, ex-hospital lab tech is going to confront these veins and say, look here, I need blood out of you. Stop being buttheads. In the meantime, the whole first day of our testing assignment came and went, and I never did see anything about being added to a chat space. So I'm guessing that by the time I finally accepted that assignment, enough people had also accepted the assignment that I wasn't chosen, which happens sometimes. Maybe the next one I'll be more enthusiastic about it and I'll be more needed, and I'll do that one. In the meantime, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. I say bye, and then you're going to hear me immediately. I don't mean bye. I mean talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. I am like minutes away from getting a phone call from the person I'm meeting with today. He's going to tell me that he's waiting outside for me. I'm really surprised that he's picking me up. I was not expecting this. I have had conversations about transportation with him from his community before, and they didn't go well, and that's part of the reason why we're having this conversation, because he's wondering, what's going on with you these days? You know, we haven't seen you lately, and we're kind of thinking about you and wondering about you. Yeah, you haven't seen me for 2 years because I think I don't belong in your community because my needs are too much for you guys. I'm not going to say those exact words necessarily, but that's kind of the thumbnail sketch of of at least one thing that I think needs to be said. My door's not completely closed to, you know, for lack of a better way to put it, reconciliation, but that's my position right now, and I at least am willing to give this guy that information and, like, see what he has to say. I don't know if this is confirmation that I don't belong in that community or a door that I'm cracking open toward maybe I would consider coming back, but, like, what is my place there? Do I have a place there? Do I fit there? Or is there another community? I'm sure there's some community. I'm using community rather than the kind of place it is, but I'm sure there's some community of some kind for me, whether it's that exact type of community or a different community. I don't know how to find the right community, but I know why I think this is the wrong community for me. But I don't know. We'll see. I think a conversation is long overdue. I'll acknowledge that. I pretty much closed myself off to that community without really giving them any kind of closure, without saying goodbye. And when he reached out for a conversation, I was like, I'm willing to give you that. Well, I heard some remorse. I heard some, you know, maybe we could try a little harder to rally around, like to gather the people who actually are willing to give you the kind of practical help that you need. So I might go back to that community. It's kind of a wait and see kind of thing at this point. I'm more open to it now than I was even a day ago. Meanwhile, it seems that the current project that we're doing at my job, I was in fact added to it, and the deadline has been extended to Sunday, so that makes me feel a lot better about, like, potentially being able to do it, which is good because I'm officially on the team. So I don't think that vlogging while I'm trying to work is a good idea. I think that would be too distracting. I mean, I've actually tried to do it in the past, and I ended up not posting that stuff, but I think it's too distracting, too maybe time-consuming. Working, like, officially at my current job and trying to vlog at the same time is not going to happen, I don't think. But I do have a job that I can be doing. A job that I need to be doing between now and Sunday when it needs to be done. Good morning. It is Wednesday, really early. I don't know that I want to start the morning this early, but I'm up. And I think this would probably be a good time to make that phone call. This is probably a good time to make a couple of phone calls, but I do have a meeting for work later. But at least that phone call to the digital book player company, that made a lot of sense to most people, didn't it? I have a lot of recorders, audio players. I mean, I've got a lot of them, and one of them, I've got a couple little issues with, actually a couple of them. One that I need to hear from the company, and I haven't heard from the company after like a week, so I'm going to call and follow up. And the other, it's not a severe problem, but I'm beginning to think, even if there's like a minor issue with technology, get it fixed. Why should I have to deal with problems rather than getting them fixed? An example might have been that issue with the with Reed Lenovo. He finally got to the point where I just couldn't stand that speaker anymore. But really, he's like a different example. I don't know how I'm going to get him fixed. I've got other little issues with technology going on in my life, and I could go to the trouble to get them fixed now, or I could keep putting up with it and waiting for something really wrong to happen. But, let me put it in terms that sighted people would be familiar with. If your car is making a weird noise, and it's not necessarily a sign of a severe problem, but it's just a little bit annoying, you could get it fixed now, or you could wait until little noise turns into big annoyance, plus you got a check engine light on now you've got to bring it in. Or, you don't have a lot of oil left, plus you got a check engine light, plus you got this noise. Okay, now if I don't get this car attended to soon, it's going to break down in the middle of the road on me. Why do I wait for the car to break down before I say, all right, we got to get this back to the auto shop and get all the shit dealt with? I do that because I don't want to part with my favorite Braille sense, and because I want to wait until it costs enough to justify spending that kind of money and get it fixed for ever. First of all, do you ever really get it fixed forever? If you're gonna show tender loving care to your things, and I know you might be thinking, Ann, you're being so superficial. They're things. When you die, you can't take them to heaven with me. First of all, I know that's true, but I wish I could. I know they're just things, but they're also things that cause me to make the most of my life. And why should I work around the problems? Why not get them fixed? Now, I wonder how much time's going to elapse between now and the time I have the courage to actually call the broker and say, I have decided I'm going to get this fixed, and this is going to cost this much money, and I don't have it. I want to take the money out of this account that I, in general, don't like to take out of much, but this is a reason to take out. I'm not sure, but I may just have to do it. Anyway, one of my audio recorders / audio players has a little issue with it, and I want to call them, touch base with the company, find out, is that something they think they could fix? Do I need to send it back? That's number one. Number two, I want the company to send me the file I need, give me the information I need, whatever, to actually get this other player connected to this digital book service I want to connect it to. And while I'm at it, let's find out who's texting me at 5:30 in the morning. A scammer, spammer, bullshit, whatever he is, that's what.
Clear. Reply. Options. Activate. Clear.
I'll clear the notification.
Show notification.
And then I'll go delete that shit. I've heard about that shit. That's someone trying to send bullshit to my phone that I don't need because it's bad. If there was really a problem with a package, it would not look like that. And the fact that both of my phones, sent me an alert when that happened, that proves that that's not anything legit. That's a person with an Apple account that's trying to bullshit me. No, they're not doing it. Anyway.
Delete. Alert. This conversation will be deleted. If you report as junk, the conversation will be sent to Apple.
Yeah.
Delete. But deleted report junk. Button. Conversations. +1 205 905.
I'm not deleting that.
Fire Explorer.
Let's get on the messages period. Alright. Let's get this phone call made. I mean, a legit USPS entity would not be texting me at 6 o'clock in the morning anyway. They'd be texting me at like 10 o'clock in the morning. That's not legit. I've actually heard that, like, when you get a message like that that says, please click on the link, don't click on it. It's spam, it's a virus, it's some bad shit that you don't want anything to do with. I mean, if that was legitimate, it would be followed by an email saying, you know, we tried to deliver this package, this tracking number from this address, you know, some kind of identifying information, and we can't do it. Please, I don't know, contact someone. There's nothing legitimate about that. All right, let's check in with this company. Okay, I got the main thing that I wanted to talk to them about taken care of. The other thing I'm actually going to wait on a little bit, because if I know I'm not going to get this sent off until a couple of days from now, why should I bother getting the information now to send it back? I'm like going to need it in a couple of days. I'll wait. I could seriously fall asleep in the car. That's how I'm feeling right now. I am expecting a ride in like less than 20 minutes, and I'm like, it'll be fine. I'll still get to the appointment, but alright, it's time for me to get out of here. Unbelievable. I just almost left without... Unfreaking believable. At the last possible second, I thought of it. Do I need it specifically for this appointment? Not necessarily, but I never leave without it. All right. Damn it. As always, going the wrong way. Now I'm going the right way. I never did get any kind of catnap in, so hopefully I don't zonk out in the waiting room waiting for the appointment. Probably fall asleep when I get home. Or maybe I seriously will, like on the way over there or something.
Okay, I'm gonna come up real quick. are. I'm gonna have to put you in through the other, on the other side of the door. I'll just
Oh, you got that mucked up vehicle.
Yeah. But it'll work, I think, from where I'm taking you. How have you been? I haven't seen you for a long time.
Oh, pretty good.
Okay, hang on, I got some stuff that fell. Everything keeps falling. Okay. There's a door, and there's a step, a big step. Okay. Yeah, if they could just fix that door, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, it's right, let's see. It's right on the other side of you. There you go. There we go. Oh, I'm not. There we go. I'm just trying to grab it for you. You got it? Okay, now we gotta find. Oh no. We gotta find the other. Here, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. Hang on.
This is not vloggable.
And you're going over there on 1600 Northeast Broadway?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go get. We're heading on over there now. This is not good.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking about my niece's birthday is in 3 hours, and I forgot her birthday present.
Oh no.
So it's like, oh my gosh, how in the hell could I have done that? And I know right where I left it too. I did not do my check. I'm always forgetting her birthday present. I don't know why. Forgotten Christmas presents, lost them. I don't know. Snowed in last week.
Yeah. Nothing happened at all last week because no one could get anywhere.
No. I was gonna like clean out my house last week. I had made plans to finish my sister's, paint her, her bedroom and all shit. None of that got done. I mean, I got some things done that were really urgent, but I mean they're done. But I just, it's like I'm not very good about.
this isn't necessarily going to be vloggable, but I'll talk to you probably when I get home from it. I don't know quite why I tried to vlog today, but or at least why I didn't close it out after I called that company, but whatever. Well, it was a successful appointment. Now I'm on the way home. Okay, I am home, and I'm going to close out this vlog, and at the rate I'm going, maybe go to sleep. I mean, it's mid to late afternoon, and my body just wants to rest. And I'm going to let it, because trying to work in this condition probably won't lead to anything but mistakes. This is why I feel like there's a prime time to work. And I think we're kind of past it, but I really don't think I'm gonna let the whole day go by without doing something. Technically, I have worked quite a bit today. Like an hour and 15 minutes, and I'll probably squeeze out another 15 just documenting the work I've already done. But there's also a testing assignment that I haven't touched. And while it's not the end of the day if I start tomorrow, I probably should at least do something with it tonight. But the day is not over. My level of attention at this moment probably is, though. So thank you for listening, watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.